I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Moving on, in the practice exam paper at the back of the Grade 2 Discovering Music Theory workbook, we move on to section 4, which is about intervals on page 55 of the workbook. And so I'm hoping that you've had a go of these. Do try these on your own. First of all, it's okay to learn by your mistakes. It's better to do so. And so let's check through these answers together. And so we need to properly describe each of these intervals and then tick the correct box. Don't get sidetracked by looking at the multiple choice. Just find the answer first of all and then just select the correct one without getting confused. It can just sideline you if you're not careful. And so we're in the bass clef, and here we have Good Boys Deserve Football counting from F. And so we can either count up the lines and spaces of the stave, always counting the lowest note as number 1, and that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you want to double check that, if we write out F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, of course F major would have B flats, but that won't change the interval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is middle C, this is the D above it. D is indeed the 6th, so that we know that's correct. Now then here we're counting up from D, Good Boys Deserve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so that's a C sharp, which is the 7th. And we know that the next one would be D, which is the octave. So we're just one below the octave there. We're in the treble clef now, counting from A. We've got A, B, C, D, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4th. If you want to check that, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. We know that we're correct there. Still in the treble clef, we're counting from E flat to A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4th. If you want to double check that, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, G, A. Of course, they will be flats because B flats, E flats, and A flats are your key signature, but that doesn't change the interval there. Now in the bass clef, this is C. C is the first degree of the scale. Next door to that is D. We've gone from C to D. C is 1, D is 2. It's the interval of a second. Now we're in B flat here. B flat is our lowest note, counting that as 1. We're in the bass clef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 7th. And we know that the octave would be next door, taking us all the way back to B flat. So one below that is the 7th. And of course, you can always just count this out. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Of course, it would be B flats, but the interval doesn't change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can see that A is indeed the 7th. Let's continue. And so now we're in the treble clef and we're counting from this top F and we're counting line, space, line, space, line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 6th. And if you want to be sure, let's just write out the scale. I'll do it here, squish it in. Let's do it here. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is, if we think that's an F, G, A, B, C, D, we can see that D is indeed the 6th. Still in the treble clef, we're counting now way below middle C. This is a C, B, A, G. And we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5th. If we count G, A, B, C, D. G is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see that D is the 5th. So we know that that's correct. Now we're in the treble clef. This is C. So if this is C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, that's a 3rd, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, that's correct. And then here we're counting from F. If that's G, one below is F. And then good boys deserve football to F. F to F is going to be an octave. Let's just count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an octave. And that's that section soon completed. Let's continue on with the topic of tonic triads. This is section 5 of the practice exam paper at the back of the grade 2 Discovering Music Theory workbook, starting on page 55 for this section. And looking at the subject of tonic triads, we're asked in this first exercise whether these statements are true. Is it true or false that this is the tonic triad of D major? Well, of course, in the D major, the tonic triad must be D, and this is indeed D. However, we need to remember that D major has a key signature of F sharps and C sharps, and so this is a D, this is an F, 1, 2, 3, this is an A, this should be F sharp, and it's not. In actual fact, what we have here is the tonic triad of D minor, not D major, and so this is false. Is it true or is it false that this is the tonic triad of E minor? So in E minor, the tonic should be at the base of the triad, so we should have an E at the bottom, and it looks like, oh yeah, this could be correct. However, we're in the bass clef. It would be correct if it was in the treble clef. However, this in the bass clef, because it's the bass clef, we have actually G, B, D. And so again, this is false because it's in the wrong clef. Let's turn over the page to page 56, carrying on with the subject of tonic triads. And so here we have to add one missing note to complete these triads. So in F major, we should have the 1st, the 3rd and the 5th. Of course, the first should be F, the 3rd is A, F, G, A, B, C, 1, 3, 5. In the bass clef, this is an F, this is an A, we're missing the top part of the triad, the C. Now, of course, in E minor, the tonic is E, so we should have an E, that's the 1st, the 3rd is G. If you find it difficult to count, you could always just sketch yourself a piano. Just quickly give yourself a diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, E, G, B. So what do we have here? We have a G, because we know every good boy does football. F, G. We have a G. We have a B, G, A, B. We're missing the E. We're missing the bottom part. Now in here, A major, we should have the 1st, the 3rd and the 5th. The 1st should be A, B, C, D, E. However, that's not quite everything yet, because we know that A major has a key signature of F sharps, C sharps, G sharps. The C sharp should be raised with an accidental. We should have a C sharp, not a C, otherwise we're in A minor. So we must make sure we put the C sharp as well. And then finally we're asked to circle the correct key for each tonic triad. And so the big clue is going to be which is the tonic. And then, so we find the lowest note, and then we've got to decide is it major or minor. So here, now this is really quite low down, isn't it? So let's see in the bass clef, if this is a G, we know it's Good Boys Deserve. That's a G, that's an F. Counting backwards, F, E, D, C, B flat. So we have B flat, D, F. That's the tonic triad of B flat major. It's quite low down, so if you just count it backwards from the top part of the triad, that should help. Now here in the treble clef we have every good G, B, D, Good Boys Deserve, and that's the tonic triad of G major. And although of course G major does have F sharps, there's no F in here to worry about sharpening, so there's no need for that to be active there. Now here we have in the bass clef, we know that this middle note is a G, Good Boys Deserve, G, that's a B flat, and then if we count backwards, G, F, E flat, G, B flat, that's the tonic triad of E flat major. Now in the bass clef again, we know that the spaces are all cows eat grass, so all cows eat, and that's a C sharp. So we're in the tonic triad of A something. A major has C sharps because the key signature is F sharps, C sharps, G sharps. It would not be A minor because A minor is related to C major, which has a key signature of no sharps or flats. It must be the A major. And then here we're in the treble clef. The space is spell face F, A, C, E, and there's no C sharp. It's not A major. It must be A minor, which is related to C major, which has a key signature of no sharps or flats. Of course, the 7th degree is raised, but that doesn't show. We've only got notes 1, 3, and 5 in the tonic triad, and so that's A minor. And that's that question completed. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.